Hi, welcome. If you're new to the channel, my name's Elliott and you're watching Rickety Ski Reviews. Today, I'm gonna help you guys find some deals. The nice thing about summer is that you can get darn good ski prices of very nice skis. Yeah, of course, you're not gonna get the 2026 brand new top sheet, but the trade-off is that you get a really good deal on the same ski a lot of the times. Unless they're making a big upgrade, there's a handful of skis where they do actually change year over year. But ski development is expensive. People like certain skis, and you can get the exact same ski as what will be out next year in some cases with just a different top sheet. So without further ado, let's just jump into the deals. I'm gonna help you guys get some killer deals, get some less expensive skis. There's still, I don't know, the tariff thing feels like it's at a standstill. Like everyone's just playing this game of chicken of who's gonna announce price hikes. I know Black Diamond and I think Rossignol made a few announcements, but who knows? Either way, let's get you some good deals. As always, I will have affiliate links down below, so if this content helps you save money, please use those affiliate links as a percentage of your purchase goes back towards the channel and helps kind of keep us independent and keep the lights on for us. So if you don't mind doing that, that would mean a lot to me. It'll be just down below in the description. Okay, right off the bat, the first deal I'm seeing is the 2025 Volkl M7 Mantra. Went on sale down from $850 to $509.99. You have every size, 163 all the way up to 191. Now, this honestly might be the ski I put the most miles on. This was my favorite bad weather spring skiing crud cutter ski of all time. I've been skiing on the ski so much and I've been so happy with it, especially in the springtime, especially when the snow's wet. It really allows you to get through almost any condition you need. It definitely struggles in things like powder, obviously, but it is probably the most versatile ski I've seen, and it is my first pick when I see that the weather is gonna be a little warm or the snow is gonna be a little choppy. It's good for firm snow, it's good for wet snow. I was so happy with the ski and I've really loved it, and I think $509.99 is a screaming deal. Yeah, I think this might be one of the better deals of the year, and you have every size available. You can also get the Mantra 88, which is one of my favorites as well. I would say this is a little bit less versatile and a little bit more on-piste focused. Right, if this is something where you're gonna stay on the front side, you're gonna carve, but you want a really fun carve turn. I like it a lot, especially in the steeps where you wanna kind of throw the ski, let it grab, throw the ski, let it grab, but then obviously it carves really well as well. And you can get that in a 163, 170, 184 for $449.99. This used to be called the Kendo, if you're familiar with that ski. Another great deal from Volkl. I noticed when I was kind of doing research, I was like, oh, the Volkl stuff seems like it's getting kind of cheap. And I think $450 may be some of the cheapest you see it. Typically this stuff sells out fairly quickly, so I want to share it with you. Up next, probably one of the best value skis you can get right now. You can get the Salomon QST 92 from 2025 for $384.97, a sub $400 Salomon QST 92. What a screaming deal. And they've got every size, 152 all the way to 184. A very versatile ski. This is my favorite ski for off-trail. I think if you're like looking for a daily driver, but you kind of lean off-trail. I've talked a lot about the Atomic Maverick 88 getting changed. I think this is a great alternative if you want something that's a little more off-piste focused. It's not as accurate as the Atomic Maverick, but the way that it kind of surfs and the way you can kind of sit on it and for how comfortable and smooth it is, I think out of all the skis that you could buy right now, this is probably the best value out there. So $384.97 for Salomon QST 92 on evo.com. And don't forget, like if you go, I think it's like to your membership page, and if you bought a bunch of other things, you get points that you can use towards your purchase. It's not a ton, but it does help. After that, you can get the Salomon QST 98 for $49.97, and they've got 169 all the way up to 189. I would guess that the reason that you're seeing both of these skis for sale is because Salomon has come out with the QST 94 and the QST 100, so they're trying to kind of clear out the old inventory. You know, this is also a more versatile ski, so you can go in a little bit deeper snow, especially in the off-trail. Another great option. I like both of these skis a lot. I haven't reviewed the QST 98 in a couple of years, so I'm gonna try to find a way to review some of the newer QSTs. The problem is that the only thing I've gotten so far from Salomon is the stance. We'll see if I have access to the new skis, but I'd love to review them. But I did really like the QST 98 and the QST 92, and just because something new comes out doesn't make the old skis not fun. Those are both really fun skis, so save yourself some money. Oh, and same for the QST 106. You can get that for $524.97. And they've got everything, 157 all the way up to 189. I think that this is Salomon's best powder ski. I know people love the blank. For whatever reason, the blank just didn't mesh well with my ski style. It felt really hard on my hips, whereas the QST 106 felt perfect. So take that for what it's worth. But last year I used the QST 106 a lot. I just had been given so many powder skis by brands to test that these were sitting around, so I ended up selling these. But it wasn't because I didn't like them. They're so fun. If you've ever snowboarded and like that feeling in the powder, I think the Salomon QST 106 gets as close as any ski has to those powder turns on a snowboard. If you're looking for a ski similar to the QST 106, another one is the renowned Citadel 107, I think it was. I was really impressed by those, and I was like, this is the closest a brand has gotten to kind of that same Salomon feeling while still being unique and distinctive in its own. Going back to value skis, another really good one is the Atomic Bent 90. You can get that for $384.97. I have a review coming out for this. It's not like an Atomic Maverick where you can like really stand on it and hammer it, but if you're patient with your turns, you kind of sit back, you can massage a nice smooth turn with these. Not to mention if you're somebody who likes to kind of wash out your turns and go off trail, another great option. And they have all the sizes from 157 to 184. I was really, really impressed with the Atomic Bent 90. I think, again, bang for your buck, this and the QST 92 are probably the top deals I'm seeing right now. You know, maybe wait for my full review. I'm planning on having it out probably in the next week or two if you want to kind of get more in-depth information. But I will say I was very impressed with the ski and liked it a lot. It's definitely not like a hard charging crud cutter like any of the Bents, but if you needed like a daily driver and you're looking for good value and you like kind of softer ski, or you live in an area that doesn't get really hard pack days, you can have a lot of fun on this. It's very, very unappreciated, but a good value. Like for under 400 bucks, I think this is great for a lot of people. You can also get the Bent 100 for $454.97, all the way from 158 to 186. I think for a lot of people, this would be a really good introduction to a powder ski. I know a lot of people who don't love powder skiing, or they're not used to it, or they're just like not as familiar with it. And I think for a lot of people, this would be a great way to kind of dip your toes in. I do prefer the Bent series mounted back, like half a centimeter to a centimeter, depending. But I'm very impressed with the Bent 100. It's very versatile. It's very forgiving. And I think for a lot of people, it opens the door to a lot of new terrain that they maybe haven't experienced before. You can also get the Bent 110 for $524.93. I've talked a lot about these, how this is one of my favorite powder skis. I think I really like the graphic from 2025. I think it's such a fun, versatile ski. It still allows you to carve a little bit. It's not much, but you know, if the powder is absolutely terrible, you can still kind of paddle around the mountain. The way that they're center mounted, it makes it really nice for getting through trees and bramble. The Bent 110 is such an easy powder ski to recommend for a lot of people, and you can get the 2025 for $524.93. But to be honest, if you want my favorite powder ski from this year, other than the DPS Kaizen, which is a very expensive ski, so it's not really fair to compare them. The DPS Kaizen was probably one of my favorite, but the most surprising one was the Bent 120. Oh my God. If you're a good skier and you're willing to let things charge, and like even like 2 years ago, I don't think I was ready for the Bent 120, but this year, man, the nice thing about the Bent 120 is it's giving you maneuverability, but it really allows you to charge through big, thick snow if you're getting first tracks. And even when the snow gets a little bit warm, it's so big that it really allows you to charge through things and ski a lot more confidently than most powder skis. I wouldn't recommend it to everyone if you've got like knee problems or you're new to powder. I think this is a little bit too much ski, but if you're somebody who likes to kind of send it or is at the edge of being ready to send it, I have not been more surprised by a powder ski than this one, and I was just grinning ear to ear. And honestly, it has been my go-to powder ski currently. Even with having the Bent 110 sitting there, most of the time I'm like, oh, well, maybe I'll just bring the Bent 120s just in case. And then I end up going and I'm like almost always happy that I went with the Bent 120 on a bigger snow day, but they don't carve at all. They, you know, if you have low snow and it's like only 1 or 2 inches, you're gonna wish you were on one of those other skis I mentioned. But if you get a big surprise storm and it's more snow than you thought, you're gonna be very happy with these, at least in my opinion. Oh, I remember the ski I want to talk about. Yeah, They're changing the Atomic Mavericks. I did not like the change on the 88 CTI. I did get a pair of 96 CTIs that I'm gonna test at the beginning of next year. But you can get the 95 Ti for $524.97. I kind of think this is like the last Mohican here of a good Atomic Mavericks. If it were me and I were recommending to someone like to get a good carving ski, this is what I get. You're gonna get the sale price. It's the last of this generation Atomic Maverick that you're gonna see. I can't say what the 96 CTI will look like. I know I wasn't crazy about the 88 CTI. I would suggest, if you've been on the fence about Atomic Mavericks, you know, ski now or forever hold your peace, so to speak. You've got every size, 164, 172, 180, 188. Yeah, I like that bluish kind of color. $524.97 is a great deal. Oh, I remember the deal I saw. I don't know if there's many of them left, but you can get the Black Crowes OCTO from 2025 and a 185 for $629.30. Yesterday when someone was asking me what I would replace the Atomic Maverick with, this is what I would get. Someone said, well, it's not as stiff. It's like, oh man, but it's just as smooth. It's versatile. It gives you shorter radius turns. I've seen other reviews. Now that I've got my review out, I've seen people where they like didn't agree with me on the OCTO and now they do agree with me with some of these other reviewers. I'm telling you, this is a fantastic ski. Yes, it's shorter radius turns. Yes, it's not like a crud cutter, but if you like quick turns, if you like gradual, smooth feeling turns, I really think Black Crowes hit a home run with this. They kind of took that Mirror's Core platform and refined it down into a fun carving ski. And for $629.30, I think this would be like one of my top choices. If I had no skis, if everything was just wiped clean and I need to buy a ski for next year, this is what I would buy. You can also get the Black Crowes Atris for $464.99, but that's only for the 190 length, so for taller skiers maybe. Oh, and then the last deal that I saw is you can get the Salomon Strive 12 binding for $160.97. That is a good deal. Somebody was asking me about bindings. I think the Salomon Strive is a very nice binding. I've been using a lot more demo bindings lately just so I can test the mounting point, but that's specific to me. If I was gonna tell someone to look at a binding to buy, this is what I recommend, and I like the color palette that they choose as well. So anyway, that's the end of the video. If you like this kind of content, please consider liking and subscribing. Please, if I helped you find some good deals today, please use those affiliate links down below. It doesn't cost you anything, and then it helps support my channel and keep me going. But more than anything, you know, I get on these calls with some of the reps and they're like, well, you're telling everyone about deals and people aren't spending full price on skis. I'm like, yeah, I don't care. I care more about you guys getting a good value and a good deal and being able to ski and be part of the community, and I would rather share these deals with you than worry about making more money on the affiliate percentage. That part really doesn't matter to me. Maybe it should. Maybe if I was smarter it would, but I would rather tell you guys about the deals, because like when I message Zach about deals or other friends that I have that are skiing, this is the kind of stuff I send them, so I wanted to share it with you. We also have channel memberships if you want your comments kind of prioritized. If you guys need help and want to email me, as long as you are willing to use those affiliate links, I'm more than happy to kind of answer your questions and help you guys. Please keep it kind of succinct. Sometimes I get a big wall of text and I'm like, there's no way I have time to read that right now. But if you guys keep it pretty succinct, give me enough details that I can work off of, I will try to help you if I can. No promises. I kind of reserve that for channel members, but if I can, I will try to help as many of you guys as I can. As always, more than anything though, thank you for just taking time out of your day to watch my videos. It means a ton to me. And as always, I'll see you in the next one. See ya.